I'm all for body positivity when it's a healthy body.
Let's talk about that overcorrection because I think that's what you're putting your finger on there.
Yeah, so I understand that. I mean, we'll talk about this later, but I understand that in a sense, the fat community that I even had, I
Yeah,
hate
it's
even
like there's
using
a
that
fat
language.
community, right?
It's
That's
just
kind of
it's
strange.
it is really weird, and I don't I am not a member of this community, however, not voluntarily in any case, though, I recognize that I am overweight. But yes, there is an active overweight community and, who I guess are sick of believing of feeling as though they've been told they're lesser than, that their voice has less impact, that they, um, are worthy of less acknowledgement, I guess, in a room, and they're pushing back on that, both inside and outside of the church, saying, "No, I have every right to be here," and rather than addressing the actual problem, I'm seeing them completely overcorrect in the sense that they're saying it's not a problem, and how dare you even say it is? And honestly, most people are buying it. They've been buying it for a long, long time.
Mm.
But it's only recently that you're getting people coming forward and calling themselves things like, um, what was it? The size
Size
dignity
dignity
activist.
activist. You sent me an article where the author was in her bio. It says, "I'm a writer, a size dignity activist." That's
Yeah,
amazing that that's a category.
that's the thing. And then there was another one who said, "I am a." She literally said, "I identify as a Christian fat advocate activist."
Wow.
And I just thought, "Well, what kind of a stupid made up job is that?"
Why don't you say what you really think there,
Yeah,
Phoenix?
exactly, exactly.
I love it.
It's an correction, and
Yeah.
we've seen this in so many other aspects of our society where, yeah, there is a problem, no question. It's not as simple as some people like to make it, and some people's solution to it is either to pretend it's not there, and then you're therefore bad or wrong or evil to suggest that it is,
Mhm.
um,
It's almost
or
like it's become
yeah,
an oppressed category, like in the critical theories, how you have the
100%.
intersectionality of identity, where it's like, your ethnicity is one category, maybe your gender, all the other things, and then you get to kind of identify on the oppressed spectrum based on the intersection of those categories. And mentioning the overcorrection, it just reminds me, and I've talked about this on the podcast before because it's such a pet peeve and it just gets under my skin so much, is the overcorrection of the strong female character in movies and
Mhm.
in TV shows. It's like, yeah, we don't want women to be perceived and to view themselves as these weak, can't do anything, just waiting around for a guy to save you. Like, yeah, I get that. But then
Yeah,
there's this overcorrection where you have it, they just portray it like it's normal. Like you're just supposed to, like you said, suspend reality and
yeah,
accept the so-called fact that virtually any woman can beat up virtually any guy.
right,
And you
yes,
see that portrayed all the
yeah,
time, where you have
with
this
men
little
that are like
string
4
bean of a
times their
woman.
weight. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah, she's like a string bean of a woman, and she can take on a whole, like, group of Navy SEALs. And, I mean,
yeah,
this is like, I cannot suspend reality and buy into this.
yeah, exactly. Um, so yeah, so I'm all for body positivity when it's a healthy body. So I understand that we've gone too far traditionally the wrong way and given platform and elevated women who are really unwell, and they're
Mm.
often be putting themselves in awful, situations to maintain that weight that will have long-lasting effects. I know you must have seen it and everything in the entertainment business.
Oh, yeah.
So there's no question that that's there, but the other end of it isn't therefore be I mean, we're seeing women that I'm amazed they can stand, and I'm
Yeah.
not looking to be unkind. This is
Yeah.
purely objective. They're capable of standing, and they're putting on bikinis, and they're saying, "This is body positivity," and I think, "No, this is you rebelling
Mm.
against a narrative that you've had enough of," and I understand that attitude to a certain extent. I understand what it's like to be looked over and having that internal feeling of, I bet it's because I'm heavy. I bet it's because 'cause I'm heavy. Why does he make eye contact with her but not me? Why, um, when he told the joke or she told the joke, was he looking to see if the thin girls laughed? But
Mm.
when I did, it was almost like, "Okay, shush, 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 I'm waiting to see if they laugh." Like,
Mm.
I understand that, but, um I understand that that's not where my value comes from, and I've
Right.
come a long way over the years. I haven't always been the size I am now. At one point, I was underweight, and I
Mm.
was actually in the same category as you, Alisa, where for some reason, I'm a dense, heavy boned. I'm not going to say big boned, but like just a more heavy set person. And even when I was being pulled into doctors' offices because I was so underweight at the beginning of high school,
Mm.
um, on the chart, I was right where I needed to
You were
be,
supposed to be,
but
yeah.
visually, I was, gaunt, like, t bones sticking out.